Okay, just some injury updates to start. As I said on Monday, Brisker is in concussion protocol, and we'll see how he progresses this week. We just have to let it go through the process of that. But his spirits were good. Saw him this morning. Saw him yesterday, so he's in a good spot. Tremaine is day to day with his knee. He's also in a good spot, and we'll see where he goes during the week. Braxton is still in his 21-day window. And really based on the workload, conditioning, and where he is this week. But again, we'll see where it goes as it progresses along. Obviously yesterday with the trade with Montez Sweat, obviously with him, I had a great conversation with him. Super excited to join the Bears. Ryan and his staff worked tirelessly to get that done during the trade deadline the last week or so. And excellent job by those guys with signing a premier player like Tez. When I evaluated him coming out, and from Mississippi State, and also since he's been in the pros, what's unique about him is that he's one heck of a pass rusher. But he also, talking to the guys that have played against him in the building and just watching his tape, he's a really good run player and plays with a great motor. He's a great practice player. Just talking to the guys that have been with him, so he's going to fit right into our culture in terms of working. And your best players got to be your hardest workers. So he'll be here today, getting his physical, and pending his physical, we'll get him going ASAP this week. So that's Montez. I'm super excited to have him for sure. And then with the David Walker. All right, so David Walker with the support, from Ryan, Kevin, and ownership, we have made the decision this morning that our running back coach, Coach Walker, has been relieved of his duties. As the head coach, we are building a program and have standards to uphold to as a staff and organization, both on and off the field. And those standards were not met. I'm not going to get into details other than he's no longer on the staff. Omar Young will be taking over the running back coaching spot today. Has really good experience with that. Has coached at the college level, also the pro level. He's was currently working with the receivers, and then also the passing game with the quarterbacks. And he'll make that transition really good. That's a great room. We have a lot of good pros in there in that room, and that's going to be a smooth transition. I have addressed those changes with my staff, the leadership council, and the entire football team this morning. With that, I'll open up to questions.
And just to be clear, this is behavioral related with David?
Yeah, I understand the question, but that's what I'm going to share. That's what I've
It
shared.
has nothing to do with his football coaching ability.
Like I said, that's where it is.
This is two assistants from your staff now that have exited the building in a span of 6 weeks. What is your level of accountability for this?
Yeah, like I said, it's disappointing, from my vantage point, but we have a standard to uphold to. And when that standard is not met, we act, and we act accordingly, and that's what we did today.
But Matt, to Dan's question though, this is two guys on your staff that you hired. What is your responsibility for this instability and these issues coming up, guys that you did background checks on and worked with?
Yep, I would say that the responsibility is there because I'm the head football coach. But I would also say that the standard, right, has to be met, and when it's not met, you make a decision, and we did that.
You pride yourself on building a team based on culture, yet by week 9, 2 coaches are off the staff. Is there a culture issue within your coaching staff?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The culture in our building is outstanding. The guys work hard every single day. The relationship piece is there. We care about each other, and we're working diligently, to get this thing turned. We're 2-2 in the last 2 games. One game was real close. Had a chance at that one, and we really feel we're turning the corner there, and we feel excited about this week. But to answer your question, our culture is awesome.
Do you have to vet these guys better though? Like when you sit down, is there something missing in the interview process?
Yeah, I would say that we take pride in that. We take pride in vetting the guys, just a player, coach, staff. We take pride in that. But again, when the standards aren't met, we take action, and that's where it is.
But do you feel like you erred in your evaluation of the coaches that have left?
I would say that, like I said, we're just we take pride in that. Okay, and then again, actions are actions, and then we got to take action for that.
What was the response in the room? What was the response from your team?
Yeah, it was, it was part of the team meeting, right? So I met with the leadership council this morning and it was good. It was good. The guys were, obviously, I got to the running back guys first and then worked from there and talked to the leadership council. Our guys are resilient, they really are. They're tough-minded. They've been through adversity and the culture is great here, and our guys work their tails off and you guys see the locker room, you know what it's like. And, it is where it is and then guys move forward.
When you came here, you said you want to be a CEO-style coach. Do you think that these departures reflect poorly upon your ability to do that?
I would say, like I said, it is where it is right now. And again, we took action, with the situation that we've had, and that's where it is.
Was this your decision to fire him?
It was all of our decisions. Like I said, with support of Kevin, Ryan, myself, and the organization.
With the Alan Williams, this is not a similar circumstance
No, sir.
anyway.
Man, how do you earn the trust back, not just of players, but people in the building, that there was a coach that you hired that was in the building that wasn't living up to standards? I'm not
No, I think the trust is stronger because we take action, and that's what it is. It's called having accountability, and you take accountability and move forward. Player, coach, staff member, doesn't matter.
Matt, can you shed any light on just what goes into the evaluation process
Of
hiring assistants?
Yeah, the evaluation process
What
is.
the vetting process?
Yeah, it's just what it is. You make your phone calls, you do your due diligence, you bring them in for an interview, you have phone conversations, you ask people that are associated, so forth and so on. So that's what you do.
Were there any signs or red flags in the evaluation process?
No, sir.
Or was this something that just completely blindsided you that suddenly started when David Walker got here?
Like I said, I would say no, and then I would say that, that's all I have right now.
Matt, this is a 2-6 team that has had obviously more turbulence off the field than it's had success on the field. How do you describe the direction of this team right now?
Like I said, the last 4 games were 2-2, right? And I think the directions is good. Obviously we had an injury to our starting quarterback. We had a backup come in, win a game for us. The defense is on the rise. We've played good run defense. We've had played good on run offense. We're solid there, and we just got to continue to work on the ball. We get that right, we'll be right. And the guys are positive, upbeat, and looking forward to New Orleans.
Do you feel any more times the standard, can you define what that standard is? Maybe not even specifically in this case, but you're saying the standard must be met. So how do you lay that out to people when they come to work for you?
Yeah, it's really clear, in terms of how we treat each other, with respect, being on time and working hard. And that's the first thing that I laid out to everybody in the building. And that's the standard that we operate in. And then we have standards on the field, for operation in terms of performance. Your standard of performance on the field is based on effort, based on focus, based on, intensity. And we measure every one of those every single day in practice and in the games in terms relative to the player's performance. It's very clean cut.
Matt, why does, from your perspective, being 2-2 in the last 4 games outweigh all of these concerns that we're asking you about today?
Because we're in the present right here, right now, right? So that's where we are. We're focusing on New Orleans. We're focusing on, we got a different set of circumstances here, offensively, defensively, special teams. We're focused on that, and we're focused where our feet are.
When did the problems with David first, pop up?
Yeah, like I said, that's all I have to share right now on that. I said what I was going to say on that.
Matt, when you reflect on the coaches that have left, as you look to fill those holes in the offseason, what can you personally do better to make sure that you don't fall into these pitfalls again?
I would just say that, when you look at things, you got to make sure you look at everything. And I think we did that. I know we did that. And again, this is a process where something happened and then we're taking action on it. And I'm actually, it's how we all came together to do it. It was good.
Do you feel like Matt, do you feel like you were blindsided by both these incidents, Allen and Walker? Do you feel like as a coach you were kind of blindsided, maybe something that came out of the blue? Or?
Yeah, like I said, Mark, it's I understand the question and I appreciate the question, but that's all I have to share at this time.
Is your position then that this is a positive day? Because you guys coming out stronger, you handled this well. This is a good day for the Bears?
No, it's not. We're all disappointed. It's never good when this has to happen, and certainly a disappointment. But I do know this, that adversity does make you stronger, in your personal life, in your team life, you know, it does make you stronger. It's just how you come through it. It's how you respond to it.
Do you believe that the trade for Sweat has kind of ratcheted up any pressure on you to kind of get things turned around?
No, I'm excited about that. I mean, getting Montez Sweat is awesome, and we get an outside pass rusher that's long, that's you know, lean, has production, and we're certainly excited about that. And everybody in the building is excited about it. You know, you can feel the buzz in there. You know, when I introduced you know, him today to the team, you know, I know he's got to do the physical. He wasn't at the team meeting, but introduced him there, and I know the guys are following it close. But yeah, we're certainly excited about that. Not only on offense, but the entire football team.
And
The
then
defense, the entire football team.
Physical, is he playing this weekend?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, he's got the physical, and then again, we're gonna get him ramped up ASAP. I'm gonna give him a jersey, and we're gonna play. All right.
Thanks, Matt.